I often find myself pondering the vast expanse of the cosmos and how our understanding of it has evolved over time. You see, back in 1969, a groundbreaking video called The Violent Universe shook the foundations of our cosmic perspective. It's a fascinating tale of how we've progressed from the mechanical simplicity of Newton to the mind-bending realms of quantum mechanics and Einstein's relativity. This journey, my friends, is one of wonder, discovery, and the relentless human pursuit of knowledge. Now consider this. Our universe is not the serene, static place we once imagined. Oh no, it's a cosmic dance of unimaginable violence and beauty. Galaxies collide in slow-motion catastrophes that span millions of years. Stars explode, spewing their guts across light years of space. Black holes devour everything in their path, even light itself. But this violence, you see, is the very essence of creation. It's in these cosmic furnaces that the elements of life are forged. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, they were all born in the heart of a dying star. Fascinating, isn't it? We are, quite literally, made of star stuff. Let's take a journey back in time, shall we? To an era when the Earth was flat, and the sky was a dome above our heads. It's easy to chuckle at such notions now, but these ideas were once as real to our ancestors as the spherical Earth is to us today. The Bible itself in 1 Samuel 2:8 speaks of the pillars of the earth. Well, we've come a long way since then, haven't we? But here's the kicker. Overcoming these flat Earth ideas is like learning to see patterns in chaos. You know when you look at a waterfall and it seems like pure pandemonium? Well, if you focus on a single point and follow it down, suddenly a simple pattern emerges. That's what science does. It helps us see the underlying order in the apparent chaos of the cosmos. Now let's talk about the Tohono O'odham people of Arizona. They believe that Babokwvari Peak is the axis of the universe. Sound familiar? It should, because this kind of provincial thinking was once universal. Every culture had its own cosmic center, its own creation myth. As Philip Morrison pointed out, these pre-scientific cosmologies were all products of their local environment. But consider this, these ideas weren't wrong. They were just incomplete. They were the best explanations people could come up with based on their limited observations. It's like looking at the night sky with your naked eye versus peering through the Hubble Space Telescope. Same sky, but oh, what a difference in perspective. Let's zoom in for a moment, shall we? I once picked up a plant and mused about the patterns of atoms within it. Those atoms, arranged in that particular pattern, might only exist for a few years. Now, the atoms in your body? They'll hold their current pattern for maybe a few decades. But pick up a rock, and you're holding a pattern that's been stable for millions of years.
And yet, all these atoms, whether in plants, people, or rocks, trace their origins back to the very beginning of the universe. It's mind-boggling, isn't it? The theory describing each of these patterns becomes simpler, more general, the further back in time we go. Now, here's a sobering thought. Most of us are conditioned by our culture. From our accents to our ideas about the cosmos, we're shaped by the world we grow up in. Consider the prayer wheels in the Orient. These people have evolved to think only when they turn these wheels. It's like they're spiritually locked in, much like how animals migrate seasonally or how a sunflower follows the sun. But here's the kicker: mathematical discoveries are all about breaking free from these mechanical conditioned ideas. It's about seeing beyond our cultural blinders. So how did we humans become the science and technology-dependent species we are today? Well, it all comes down to our unique ability to abstract. Jacob Bronowski figured this out. He showed how animal language is a single, unified, whole one instructional statement. No questions, no explanations. But humans? We've abstracted the general concept of danger and specialized the instances of cat, snake, and bird. It's this ability to abstract and idealize that sets us apart. Now let's talk about mathematics, the true language of the cosmos. Suzanne K. Langer explains that everything has a structure. And with structure, we can do two things: find common elements between structures, or transform one structure into another. This ability to see underlying structural relations to transform problems, that's the key to mathematical thinking. It's how we discovered that the sun, not the Earth, is at the center of our solar system. We didn't fly a spaceship out there to check. No, we observed odd things like the retrograde motion of planets and the changing phases of the moon, and we logically derived our heliocentric model.
Let's wind the clock back about 5,000 years to Stonehenge. Now, Stonehenge isn't just a bunch of rocks arranged in a circle. No, it's one of humanity's first great leaps into mathematical and astronomical thinking. Those ancient builders had a rudimentary understanding of geometry. They were making smooth surfaces and aligning stones with celestial events. And so, here we are. From flat Earth to quantum mechanics, from Stonehenge to space telescopes, our journey of cosmic understanding continues. Every new discovery, every abstract leap, brings us closer to unraveling the mysteries of the universe. And yet, the more we learn, the more we realize how much there is still to discover. As we gaze up at the night sky, we're not just seeing points of light. We're looking at our cosmic ancestry, our future, and the greatest frontier of human knowledge. The journey from provincial, earthbound thinking to our current understanding of the violent, ever-changing universe is the greatest story ever told. And the best part? This story isn't over. It's still being written, with each of us playing a part in humanity's greatest adventure.